Okay. Today we have a different type of video. Today we have a gaming reaction video, and it's from Grr 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 Grr. This made Titanfall fans hate Apex. Now, as you guys know, on this channel, I haven't touched Titanfall yet. Wink, wink. Enough said, enough and all that. Let's get straight into the video.
Titanfall fans have always kind of disliked Apex because at
I
the
do
end
not
of
know
the
why.
day, it is the
Apex is a
reason
good game.
Titanfall
Great
3
game,
does
actually.
not exist. But there have been a few standout circumstances
I
that
still
have
never seen that
literally
before.
started wars between the ages. And some of these are justified and some are not justified at all.
That's
Like the
tough.
Bangalore pilot takedown
Oh, it's like Call
intro.
of Duty,
This
basically, right?
caused so much controversy a few years ago, to the point where people were arguing in the forms of essays. And it was all
Niggas
started
was
by
making
this tweet
essays.
on the 7th of December
Nigga, it's not that serious.
2020.
Yo, it's never that serious for you to be making an essay of a. I'm gonna quit pausing, bro. Niggas are not gonna listen to me, no matter how many times I say it. So, like, I'm gonna just like keep the
One,
video playing. I'm
where
sorry,
a
guys.
new select intro for Bangalore's mil-spec skin was leaked. And it was pretty cool because it introduced an actual pilot model to Apex and was a pretty
Oh,
flashy intro when selecting your character.
doesn't Wraith have that skin as her Apex Legendary tier skin? Is that? I feel like Wraith has a skin that's similar to this.
There was a slight issue. Everybody who knew
So does
anything
Bloodhound, I
about
think.
Titanfall
All the
really
legendary
hated
skins are
this, and
similar to
instantly
that type
it
of
gained
model.
a lot of backlash. From comments saying, "This is dumb, Apex is done, a pilot would never get taken down by a lowly grunt," to people saying, "That's not even a cloak pilot,
What's a
that's a
hollow
hollow
pilot?
pilot. What? How are they cloaking?" And because of this backlash, it wasn't long until this left the
It
Apex
doesn't seem bad
community
though,
and
chat.
entered
Yo,
the
we might have to
Titanfall
try Titanfall
community.
2 out.
And it was soon posted on the Titanfall
Wink, wink.
subreddit, where pretty much the exact same criticism came in. How is Bangalore taking down a pilot, and how is a hollow pilot cloaking? Although, what a lot of Titanfall fans didn't realise is that you could literally do this in Titanfall 2. In fact, what this pilot attempted here was one of the takedowns from Titanfall 2, where you stabbed an enemy pilot in the head with your data knife, and while you were doing it, you went invisible.
That's
Because
tough.
this was
That's
an
actually tough.
execution animation, it was equippable on any pilot, so
Oh,
not
that's
just the
tough.
cloak one. So it was actually possible, not just in Titanfall lore, but also in gameplay, to do
Is
this
anybody still playing
as a
Titanfall
hollow
though?
pilot. Also in Titanfall
Did this
lore, the
head pop
appearance
off?
of armor does not really influence the abilities a pilot has, but nonetheless, people still hated a grunt taking down a pilot, as if you look into Bangalore's lore, she was actually an IMC grunt,
What does
but
that
a
do?
very skilled one at that. Her lore says she was top of her class at the IMC Military
That's
Academy,
the
and the
main,
only
chat. That's the
cadet who
main.
could take apart a peacekeeper, equip it with a precision choke, and then put it back together in under 20 seconds, blindfolded. This
I know she was good.
criticism
I
that the
know she was like
Titanfall
that though.
community had about Bangalore taking down a legend quickly became almost a civil war within the Titanfall community, as many Titanfall players were quick to point out that Jack
That's some
Cooper,
good
the
ass
main
movement though, low
character
key.
of Titanfall 2, was actually a grunt and was never a pilot at the start of the game. So it's kind of silly to criticize a grunt taking down a pilot.
Okay, chat. I'm a little lost with the grunts in the thing. So, yo, in the comments, let me know what's the difference between a grunt and a pilot, cause it sounds the same to me though. But
When
that's fine.
Jack Cooper did everything he did, also as essentially a grunt. Although the arguments continued, as there was the rebuttal that Jack Cooper received pilot training from Lastimosa, but
I'm
also
guessing
people were
grunt
quick
is
to
like soldier
realise
and
that
pilot is
Bangalore
actual pilot,
partially completed
cause there's
pilot
like
training
machines
as
and all
well,
that. So
and as per the Apex lore, she was the top of her class. So is it really insane that she can take down a grunt? It was kind of insane the scale of drama a literal select animation could cause within the Titanfall community, and the arguments about this animation still go on to this day. And there were many more situations like this that made the Titanfall community hate the Apex community, as in September of 2021, Respawn would make a very infamous tweet,
which
which basically
was
gave the Titanfall community the golden scar of criticism towards Respawn. As
which
in late
was
2021, Respawn was undergoing a lot of criticism for their lack of care towards the Titanfall titles. This was due to hacking incidents, to DDoSing incidents, and also a
I'll be
general lack of
honest,
care.
yo,
So
I didn't even know niggas are still playing Titanfall in the big 2024, 2025, 2026, 2021, shoot, 2023. Shoot. Well, I thought, I did not even know that Titanfall existed until I played Apex yet. Like, I'm being dead serious right now. I did not know that Titanfall existed until I played Apex. That's like Titanfall, like Apex is like my introduction to Titanfall lore. And then I started like getting more into I started getting more into Apex lore when I started doing the backstories, and somehow the backstories went all the way back and was connected to Titanfall.
Respawn tweeted, contrary to what some folks are reporting, Titanfall is the very core of our DNA. Who knows what the future holds? Now, I
That
think
seemed
this
that
tweet
bad.
from Respawn was well intentioned, especially
Yeah.
because at the time they had Ash coming up as a legend, they were testing Blisk as a legend, and were even potentially drafting up the now cancelled Titanfall Legends game. But in action, it became a meme and only served to annoy Titanfall fans and give them ammunition to criticize Respawn constantly. And trust me, they used this ammunition, as only a month after this tweet, Respawn actually started to release Season 11 promotional content, where Ash became a legend.
I
And
remember that
quickly,
season. I
the
remember that
Titanfall
season.
community did not like
Season
this,
was
and they
alright.
latched onto it, saying, oh, so this is what they meant by Titanfall is at the very core of our DNA. People didn't like that
Bro.
Ash was being reduced from a pilot to
Bro,
simply a
chat. Yo, one thing I've learned about gamers, bro, is like no matter how the company does it, there will always be some sort of people that's not happy. When that shit came out, some people of Apex were happy, but people of Titanfall won't be happy. So no matter like how you do it, some people will be happy and some people won't.
contender in a blood sport, while some didn't like the misleading nature of this tweet, as they thought it meant a new Titanfall game was coming up, but truly it meant Ash was coming.
That is
Although a
not
fair amount of the
that
Titanfall
is not
community
what I
did
got from
seem
that.
excited for Ash, it wasn't all anger. But Respawn would kind of keep digging themselves into a bit of a hole, as a month after this, they would be forced to remove Titanfall 1 from sale on Steam, Xbox and PlayStation due to
Oh,
DDoSing issues that they simply could not or didn't want to fix. And they started the announcement off by once again saying Titanfall is part of our DNA. So quickly,
yeah,
people
nah.
started clowning on the DNA quote
Yeah.
again. This kind of solidified this quote as a meme, mostly for Titanfall fans to repeat in an ironic way, because Respawn truly, in their eyes, did not care about Titanfall and they were kind of just virtue signaling here. But also, Titanfall fans would repeat this as a bit of a meme because they felt like Titanfall was truly the DNA, but the DNA was being
Already in
ripped
it that
apart
time.
by gamma radiation and being mutated into something they did not like. Speaking of such, only a few months after Respawn reused the DNA line to shut down Titanfall 1 sales, Respawn would release Apex Mobile. And in the Google Play
Oh
description for
shit,
Apex Mobile,
yo.
they said,
Nah, chat. Yo, please tell me you guys remember that, bro. Cause tell me you guys remember that. Tell me you guys remember that. Cause a core memory just popped up into my head as soon as I seen that. I think 2021 was freshman year for me. Yeah, yo, 2021 was like freshman year. Bro, I remember being in my school, chilling, bro, mask up and everything, bro, just fucking playing Apex Mobile on the school Wi-Fi, bro. The school Wi-Fi sucked, by the way. School Wi-Fi was never good. But I remember like doing that shit. Gang. When that shit first came out, bro, it was like it was basically like PUBG, bro. The quality was fucking terrible, bro. The quality of the game was whack. Like I don't know if it was my phone specifically, but the quality of the game was fucking whack, bro. And then yo, you had niggas like dead ass sweating on that shit. Dude, like I even knew a motherfucker in my cafeteria that was playing Apex Legend Mobile and Claw. Who the who the fuck is out here playing mobile games and Claw, bro? Like dead ass, dude. If you're playing any mobile games and Claw, you have an addiction. You have a problem. Quit doing that shit. I don't like you being better than me, bro. Like damn, sweaty ass motherfucker.
strategic gameplay with iconic legends. Strategic squad play and battle royale
Oh, so I
is the
even
core
remember
of
that
our
one legend
DNA.
that they added. The one
Yes, we don't know if
with
this
the
was intentional or a bit of a troll, but somebody either at EA or Respawn
look at that
reused
shit,
the
bro. The
line
quality is
to
whack
talk
as
about
fuck.
how Battle Royale is the core of Apex's DNA instead of
Gibby looks
Titanfall. So what started
Gibby
as a
look Mexican.
well-intentioned post kind of kept stabbing Titanfall
Hey,
fans into the
look,
back until they
fucking
started saying
Somalian,
stuff like this. I'm
Samoan
gonna have to
to
censor
fucking
this.
Mexican.
So honestly, this tweet being part of the reason why the Titanfall
Light
community
skin
dislikes
Bangalore. Is
Apex
Bangalore
is
light skin?
justified, at least compared to the whole Bangalore intro thing.
Yeah,
One thing the
Lord is
Titanfall
not light skinned,
community
bro.
has consistently hated on Apex for, though,
Oh, thanks
is
for light
whenever
skinned.
Apex brings anything remotely from Titanfall into Apex. For example, in one of the Kill Code Story from the Outlands episodes, Reapers actually appeared to fight the Legends, which was really cool. We finally got to see Reapers again, and it was cool to see them being used in a private security fashion. But
Yeah,
the
I used to
Titanfall
like those
community
animations,
hated it,
bro. I
saying,
used to like
is
the story
anyone
behind it.
else getting annoyed at all the Titanfall nostalgia bait in Apex? Which is a bit of an over exaggeration. Nostalgia bait? I actually replied to this at the time, saying, fellas, is exploring the fact that Titanfall and Apex are in the same universe nostalgia bait?
It's not really
But at the
nostalgia bait.
same time
It's
as
just the
this,
same universe.
Titanfall fans have rightfully got annoyed at some aspects of Titanfall coming into Apex. Especially with Viper, Respawn kind of rewrote how
What the
he
fuck is
died,
Viper?
which was pretty weird, as the description for Valkyrie's birthright skin, where she wears Viper's helmet, says Valkyrie ultimately finds her father's frozen body in space, still in his Titan. He finally receives the funeral he deserves, but she keeps his helmet, not to mourn his life, but celebrate it. To which a lot of people responded, when we killed Viper, he quite clearly fell out of his Titan, like very clearly. And not long after, the planet he was on exploded. So how was he back in his Titan, and how does the Titan still exist? Which, you know what, this is a fair criticism. I don't know why Respawn decided to rewrite
Shit.
this bit of lore, because
I don't
it
know who
was
the fuck
just
that shit is though, but
unnecessary.
look
And
it up.
this is the thing about the Titanfall community's beef with Apex. Sometimes they have great points, but the great points are ruined by extremely silly things. And I feel like the Titanfall community does get ruined by a bad batch of people sometimes. Like,
That's like kind
seriously,
of
there's
nice
some
though.
really, really
Seeing
cringe
Valkyrie's
posts on the
backstory, but
Titanfall
that's nice.
subreddit, like The Uprising. We must make EA remember what they've taken. We must make Titanfall 3 a reality, as a way to honor many who have fallen while waiting.
Chat, I'm saying it right now. Titanfall 3 is gonna come out in 2028. I can see Titanfall 3 getting announced that it'll be coming out soon in 2028. Cause think about it. Respawn just released a new game, right, chat? Respawn just released a new game called High Guard. Comments are mixed, but I'm seeing like videos about it doing badly than actually good. So I'm gonna say it's gonna be bad. Apex, I still play Apex, though, but Apex is dying for sure. Apex is surely dying. Once GTA 6 come out, bro, other companies are really gonna have to be stepping it up. So I'll say Titanfall 3 will be coming out in 2028. Because if GTA 6 come out this year, bro, every company is gonna have to like raise up and like actually start trying to release a better game or a better title that they know that can compete with GTA. Titanfall and GTA are not, on the same genre type thing though. But if everybody else is playing GTA though, then Call of Duty is gonna have to do better. Like every other gaming company that's been releasing trash ass game is gonna have to ultimately do better to compete.
Who have joined and all who are still waiting.
I just
We
got
need
into a random rant.
thousands, hundreds of thousands of people. We need to make headlines, news, articles, and make thousands of dreams come true with this, and restore T-Spawn to its former glory, and remove it from EA's greasy money hands. Any ideas? One of the comments says,
That's the same. Yo, I forgot. EA is the same reason why I didn't buy Madden again. I'm sorry. Yo. We're losing track of the video. We're losing so much more track of the video. I'm sorry, but fuck EA though. Step up your shit, EA. God damn it.
I can't say that. That isn't the only one. They've also had some other extremely questionable ideas. We also have this gem.
Gotchan! I'd love to see a sweaty wraith walk up to a Ronin and watch them panic as they realize they can do to it. To be honest, their only hope of winning that is a charged sentinel, since it was made to be used on Titans. But other than that...
Honestly,
What the
just
fuck?
don't be
What was that?
uncool. And at
That
the end of the
sound
day,
of that
Titanfall
voice.
2
Why
did
is it? What
have
is it
its
doing like that?
monetary issues, which are likely the reason Apex partly exists. And what Apex is doing today is very likely paving the way for an eventual Titanfall release. Just
I'll say
don't be a
2028.
bad person, it's not that hard. Also, in this video, I know I
Fuck
did
Apex for
criticize the
that too.
Titanfall community a lot, but I'm not some like new gen who discovered Apex when it came out in 2019. I've been playing Titanfall for 10 years. I had it on my Xbox 360. I
Damn,
played Titanfall 1, I played Titanfall 2,
I
and
have
then I
not.
went onto Apex. I've been there. I wish we had Titanfall 3. We don't. Let's not be cringe, because I'm pretty confident it will eventually come. Subscribe.
I say 2028, chat. I say 2028. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like I should actually try Titanfall. I'm gonna try Titanfall, chat. I'm gonna make a video about Titanfall too. this was a great video by our boy Grr, Grr, a Grr, a Grr. Leave a like and subscribe. Deuces, we out. And don't you guys think I forget, yo? You guys have been going crazy on the last video, bro. Already 4 hours, and we basically have 100 views. I want to thank you guys so much for that. Thank you so much. And I'm gonna just continue doing the thing. If you guys like it, leave me a comment, so I know to keep on going, chat. Deuces.